This week's G.I. Joe tour review, where we'll be looking at Captain Ace, the Sky Striker pilot. But before we get to his look, let's do our shout outs, our weekly shout outs of Back to the Media, which is at 41 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, at the lovely Walking Mall, where you can buy all your favorite video game needs, your favorite video games and whatnot, trade, buy, sell, You also get comic books and little odds and ends there, little novelties. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're on the Walking Mall, go down to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles on at 115 South Loudon Street on the Walking Mall, where I did a walkthrough a while back. You can look back, but you can get all kinds of toys and collectibles there, ranging from vintage to modern era stuff, and Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man and Ninja Turtles and Thundercats and so on and so forth. Then you can go to 80 Wings Lane to Four Color Fantasies and check out all your comic book needs from Marvel to DC to Image to IDW and all points in between. So go ahead and check them out. Then, if you're in any need of any counseling, because I am a firm believer in mental health issues, you can go to 133 West Boscawen Street, Suite number 10, to Healing Grace Community Services. It's the Dr. Robert C. Brown, who is out on injury at the moment. He had wound up having surgery. So my prayers and thoughts are with him at the moment. Everything's going good, so I'm happy. But go check them out. Go check him out. But let's get to Ace. Here's his file card, which came on the box of the Sky Striker. As you can see, the cardboard backing, where it says codename Captain Ace, G.I. Joe pilot. His name is Brad J. Armbuster, or Armbruster. Grade is a 03 captain. Birthplace is Providence, Rhode Island. And his primary weapon is a KF-SA semi-automatic pistol. The text reads, Captain Ace would rather fly than do anything else. He was a civilian pilot in Alaska, then worked as a stud pilot before joining the Air Force to become a combat pilot. He has an intuitive knack for or with any kind of aircraft, or an equally uncanny gift as a poker player. He can coax the most out of any plane, and almost always holds winning hands in a game without even cheating. Of course, they have to do the mentioning with Ace being a poker player and not involved in gambling, so they could teach kids not to gamble. But that's how he got his nickname off of his code name off of his poker playing as Ace, because he usually always wins and doesn't cheat. But let's look at his accessories, which he does come with this G.I. Joe figure stand, upraised G.I. Joe logo, Captain Ace right there on the front, and here is his helmet with oxygen tube. At least he doesn't look like this version doesn't look like the pilot he did in the vintage version. He also comes with this pistol. This is the NF-SA semi-automatic pistol. I'm kind of glad they listed it on the contents on the file card, so that way dummies like me know exactly what it is. So here's Captain Ace, as you see, with his brown hair, his gray jumpsuit, with black highlights, a little bit of silver there, here and there. So let's take a look at his articulation. Head can swivel all the way around, full 360. He can raise his arm to about there, swivel all the way around. He can bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, and he can swivel at the wrist. And he does have his ab crunch feature, which luckily the web gear doesn't prevent it. Due to the web gear, his legs can only stretch so far. His leg can lift full 90 degrees, but he can't do a full one with the web gear on. Double knee joint.
does taint a jury pool, right? Especially in
and
a
then
place like Modesto, even though
his
the
ankle
trial
pivots
was moved,
and
it was moved, I believe, a couple towns over.
rotates.
So it's not like it was moved to a different state. It wasn't moved,
But that's his articulation. So let's look
very far.
at Ace in battle gear.
In this area,
So here's Ace in battle gear. Of course, he's got his pistol right there in his holster on his ankle. But this is a cool look for Ace. You know, I can see this more as a jet fighter pilot than a astronaut, as his vintage version looked like. But it's cool looking gear. You know, this is a top tier figure in my opinion. You know, my thoughts on Ace. You know, he's a great character. They didn't do much of highlights in the cartoon show, which he actually appeared in the first season. After the third miniseries, the Pyramid of Darkness, he appeared a couple episodes after that. But the Sky Striker appeared in the very first episode of the miniseries, The Massive Ice, which was the first episode. So they did about a year or so in between appearances of Ace and the Sky Striker. He appeared in the early, like the 30s comics in the 30 issues of the Marvel DC run, or the Marvel comic run. And he had a highlighted issue where he was fighting the Sky Striker and teaching Lady J how to fly it, while battling Wild Weasel with the Baroness in the Rattler. Which was a very good issue. It was a good dogfight. You know, it really showed nobody won that fight. But which actually made both the Rattler and the Sky Striker both look strong. And Ace and Wild Weasel is great pilots. You know, but I'd rather have a great pilot being defined on not how many fights he wins, but how long he can go in a fight and how many fights it always ends in a draw. That makes a great pilot. Even though you didn't kill or get rid of your opponent, but you didn't let him beat you. But so that's a good look for that. I'd rather have that than a dominant pilot who wins every fight and does it quickly. You know, I'm not into the dominant fights, but that's me. But you can see vintage videos of Captain Ace in his white and red uniform with ACC 788 channel and as well as Foreign-Base 257s. You can see Sanitarian Productions do the 30th anniversary Sky Striker plus other versions. So yeah, go ahead and check those videos out. But this is the last video for 2021. It has been a great year. Thank y'all for all your support and everybody who donated to the channel this year. Thank you for that. You know who you are. And I appreciate every donation. But I'm going to start New Year's Eve with another vehicle driver. I'm not telling you who it is for New Year's Day, but that's a special DVD and or special video. But I'm also not going to announce next week's video because I'm going to let y'all find out how we're going to do next year as a surprise. So this has been Ace. This has been 2021. This has been Cobra Island in 2021, where we've done Transformers and G.I. Joes and cartoons and comics. So thank y'all for joining. We're going into year number 5 on this channel, which is awesome. And I thank y'all for y'all's viewership, y'all's sharing and everything with this channel. Keep the thumbs up. Thank y'all for y'all's support. See y'all next year. Love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. And that's for Cobra Island. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See y'all in the next one.